Hey guys, I'm Razia. Welcome to my channel. Please do subscribe if you haven't already. Don't forget to hit the notification bell to be notified of my weekly uploads. You can also check me out on Instagram and TikTok for more content. Today's video is jumping on a bit of a YouTube trend that I've been seeing going around. I don't know how early or late I am to this trend, to be honest with you, but I saw Hyram and James Welsh do this, so I thought I'd do it as well and put my own little spin on it. I'm going to be using the website TierMaker to categorize all the different Australian skincare brands. When I say Australian skincare brands, I mean brands that are accessible to us Australian consumers. I'm going to be categorizing skincare brands that you can find easily at Priceline, Chemist Warehouse, Mecca Maxima or Sephora. And we've got 4 categories. At the top we have Get On My Face Now, next we have You're Alright Too, I guess, and third we have Meh, and fourth we have Yeah Nah. And I've also gotten quite a few requests from you guys as well to talk about different Aussie skincare brands and let you know what the good ones and the not so good ones are. So this video should also answer some of those questions as well. So, you know, I hope you enjoy this one and let's get into it. I'm gonna have the little pop-up over here so you can see me moving the little brands into their categories as we go. Don't forget to like this video and don't forget to leave me a comment and let me know whether you agree with me on these categories or not. All right, we're gonna start nice and easy. Let's start with the skincare brand Simple. I don't know what it is about this brand, but recently I've been getting a lot of comments on TikTok saying review this brand. People want to know what my thoughts are. They're a good brand. They're literally like the name suggests. They're very simple. They really don't have too many products available. You've got moisturizers, you've got some good cleansers, really good skincare basics, which, you know what, there's nothing wrong with that at all. And they have one of my favorite products, which is the Simple Cleansing Oil. This is one of the best makeup removers I've ever used, and they're very, very affordable as well. I'm gonna put that one in Get On My Face Now because, you know, I would use their products. They're pretty good. Next we have Dermalogica. Now, I haven't used too many of their products, if I'm gonna be honest with you, and I'm not that interested in using too many of their products, to be honest. They do really like to use essential oils, which isn't my favorite. My skin does not like essential oils. They're really irritating. I don't know why brands include essential oils in their products because the risk of irritation is just way too high. I've used a cleanser or two from them and I've also used their daily micro exfoliant. I wasn't obsessed with it, to be honest with you, so, you know, they're a bit meh to me. Next we have another prominent Aussie brand, and that's Alpha H. They really do have some decent products. I'm not mad at their formulations and the way that they approach skincare. You do get good quality product for the price. So for that reason, I'm gonna put Alpha H in You're Alright Too, I guess. Next we have Sand and Sky. Now, they've done a really good job in terms of their influencer marketing in making sure that every single possible Aussie influencer has posted about Sand and Sky at some point. So I'm one of them. They were kind enough to reach out to me and send me some of their products. Up until they reached out to me and offered to send me some things, I hadn't really looked into their brand. First thing, they're more expensive than I thought they would be. I don't mean to sound tight when I talk about the price point of some brands, but some brands you expect them to be expensive and then there are others that just shock you. This one shocked me. For some reason I wasn't expecting them to be priced the way they are. For example, their Dreamy Glow Drop Serum is $75. That's not cheap, guys. Like, that's not cheap. That's not cheap for a serum. They have another serum, that's their Tasmanian Spring Water Serum. That one is priced at $85, and that's supposed to be like a hydrating hyaluronic acid serum for $85. Their Super Bounce Mask that I mentioned I tried is $93. I've tried the Australian Emu Apple Mask, and I've also tried their Bounce Serum, and I've got one of their body scents as well. I don't know if it's just me, I don't know if I'm exaggerating, but I wasn't expecting these prices, and I think they're a bit high if I'm being honest with you. Skincare in this price point is usually more luxury skincare or very high-end, very science-based formulations, but this is just really basic. The products aren't bad. Lots of fragrance, lots of natural plant extracts, some good ingredients in there as well, and they're nice to use. Are they worth this price? I don't think so. Once I'm done using the ones I have, am I going to repurchase them? No. We're putting Sand and Sky in Meh. Next we have Cetaphil. Cetaphil, basic, cheap, affordable, nothing to complain about. I'm not even going to spend too much time talking about Cetaphil. I've used a couple of their things. Everything I've used I've liked. If you don't want to spend too much money on a cleanser or a moisturizer, look to Cetaphil, you won't be disappointed. They've got something for different skin types. I've tried their sunscreen. It's not the best, to be honest. It's quite horrible actually. But for the most part, I have no problem using their products and I have no problem recommending them to others. So Cetaphil can get on my face now. Next up, we have Kylie Skin. I think I've mentioned Kylie Skin 1 or 2 times on my channel. I'm not going to spend too much time on this. So my bias really does come into this. I'm not going to be spending any money on these products at all, to be honest with you. That one's going to go straight to yeah, nah for me. If you want to really know my thoughts on Kylie Skin and other brands that I'm just really not here for, then you can check out my video where I talk about brands that I'm never going to spend money on. While we're talking about celebrity brands, let's talk about Fenty Skin. So I actually did purchase them when they were released, and I also made a video on my thoughts on Fenty Skin if you want to check that out. But in summary, they're not bad products. Are they for me? No. I can imagine them being really good for those with oilier skin, but not for me. Cleanser was too drying, toner serum is just not made for dry skin, and the moisturizer sunscreen wasn't moisturizing enough for me. So we're putting Fenty Skin in meh, and that's that. But I can imagine them being ranked higher for someone else. Next up we have another Australian brand, and that's Bang & Body. One thing I will give to Australian skincare brands, they really know how to make their rounds in terms of influencer marketing. This is another product that I've seen over and over again on Instagram, marketed by Australian influencers, and they were nice enough to send me their products as well. They have a firming lotion and they have a body scrub. I don't love the claims that they have around their products that it's supposed to be able to get rid of stretch marks and cellulite. Products, simple moisturizers can't get rid of your cellulite and stretch marks. That's just not how it works. Don't love the claims that they've made. Another thing that's supposed to be really great about their products is the smell. It's got a pineapple coconutty smell. I hated the smell. I can't tolerate the smell, so I couldn't use them because the smell lingers. It doesn't go away. It's not one of those that you put it on and the smell's gone. The smell stays with you, and I hated the smell. I couldn't use these products. I tried, I couldn't do it. I can imagine people liking them, but it just wasn't for me. Yeah, sorry. It's a yeah, nah from me. Next we have a brand I get a lot of questions about, and that's Thursday Plantation. Their products are targeted for acne sufferers, and their chosen way to treat acne is using tea tree oil. In my opinion, you're better off going for a salicylic acid or a benzoyl peroxide to treat your acne, but tea tree oil has worked for some, but on the other hand, because it is a plant extract, it can be quite irritating as well. So it depends. It's either going to work for you or it's not. You can get a little bottle of diluted tea tree oil from the Body Shop, and I did that once. It didn't help me too much, if I'm being honest. It didn't irritate me, but it didn't really help my pimples too much. So, you know, Thursday Plantation is a meh from me. Next we have Clean and Clear. I've made a couple of TikToks recently about some of my skincare picks from Woolies, and I made a point to say no, that I don't recommend Clean and Clear. So many people were shocked by this. I thought we all knew by now that Clean and Clear is rubbish. Basically, I don't really have any other way to put it. Just don't use this stuff, guys. It's a yeah, nah. There's nothing redeemable about this brand. And while we're mentioning the lowest of the low skincare brands, let's also talk about St. Ives. And let's not talk too much about it actually, and let's just put it in the yeah, nah category. I thought by now that most people were aware of where we stood in terms of St. Ives, but I think there are quite a few people out there that still use them. And basically, stop using St. Ives. All they've got is a couple of scrubs full of walnut shells and apricot shells, which is way too abrasive, way too harsh on the skin. Next we have La Roche-Posay. I love La Roche-Posay. If I had to pick only one brand to use from the chemist and I wasn't allowed to use anything else for the rest of my life, I would pick La Roche-Posay hands down. I could easily substitute every part of my skincare routine with a La Roche-Posay product, no problem. Get on my face now, La Roche-Posay, please, and stay there. I love La Roche-Posay. Next we have First Aid Beauty. First Aid Beauty is a really exciting brand. They've got really great products, really high quality formulations, and they make a point to make sure their products are suitable for sensitive and dry skin. So that means no fragrance, no artificial colorants, no essential oils, nothing that can be potentially irritating. And I really respect a brand that does this because it means more people can use their products and appreciate them, and they're just really good quality. They're really, really great and nothing to complain about with them. Definitely one of the better skincare brands that are available at Sephora. So get on my face, First Aid Beauty. Next we have another Australian skincare brand that I get asked about quite a lot. I don't know why all Australian skincare brands do the same thing. They're all slightly overpriced, really basic, and they're all chock full of essential oils. Why do Australian skincare brands love to be full of essential oils? I don't understand. There's no benefit to essential oils. Apart from the smell, they just smell good. Anyway, the brand I'm talking about is Go-To Skincare. You can find them at Mecca, you can find them online. Again, they were nice enough to send me some products, but I'm sorry, I wish I liked them, but I can't. Almost every single Australian skincare brand, it is the same, and I don't understand why. It's a yeah nah from me. Same with Bang & Body, same with Sand and Sky. While we're talking about Australian brands, I might as well get this one out of the way as well, and that's Esme Skin. I have heard from a few of you guys have told me your feedback on their products that you've tried and you didn't like them. And it doesn't surprise me, to be honest. It's a yeah nah from me as well. Sorry if that's a bit harsh, but let's break it up a little bit. Let's get a bit more positivity and let's talk about the Inky List. I'm sure you're noticing a theme here. So the more simple brands, the ones that are very straight to the point, the ones that are more ingredient focused and science focused are the ones that I like. They prioritize using science-backed ingredients, they prioritize good formulation, and they prioritize educating the consumer on their products. And they're affordable because good skincare should not be out of reach. Inky List, get on my face. I've tried a lot of their products, I've had a good experience with most of them, and I definitely am interested in purchasing even more of their products, and hopefully soon I can have a good Inky List brand video for you guys as well. I just haven't tried enough of their products to do that yet, but as soon as I have, that video is coming. Next we have Neutrogena. Now Neutrogena's been around for ages and they're not going anywhere. They've got one of the best retinols you can find at a chemist. That's their retinol cream. They've got some good moisturizers, they've got some good cleansers. It's a good mix of good and then not so good products. So for that reason, we're gonna put Neutrogena in You're Alright Too, I guess. Next up, we have another favorite. Obviously, I was gonna include this brand in this video, and that's CeraVe. I've been using CeraVe for a while now, and they're good, man. I mean, I'm sure you're annoyed that everyone's mentioning them. Did they get a lot of attention this year on the internet? Yes. I don't think they were overhyped, but I do think they did get a little bit too much attention for people to get sick of them. But they're good products. If you need a good cleanser, if you need a good moisturizer that's not going to irritate you, doesn't have any fragrance or any essential oils or any nonsense like that in there, then you can always rely on CeraVe. I think I'll always have a CeraVe product in my collection somewhere, whether that's their cleanser or their moisturizing cream. I should have mentioned this brand while I was bashing other Aussie brands, but I forgot that I included them in my little list here. And you knew this was coming. Sukin. I mean, it's a yeah nah from me. Do I even have to continue? I think I've rambled on about Sukin enough across my content. I mean, they're not expensive, so that's one good thing about them, I suppose. They're not overpriced the way other brands are. If you get any results from these products, it's probably going to be irritation. That's all I'm going to say about it. Next we have Ola Henriksen. I think they had a lot of hype a couple of years ago, but that hype has been dying down. I think they're most well known for their vitamin C products, their Banana Bright Eye Cream, for example, and their vitamin C range. And it's not the worst range in the world. They're also not the cheapest, but do they have some good vitamin C products? Yes, I think they do. They also have some not so good products. We bash on walnut scrubs a lot. We bash on St. Ives, we bash on Kylie Skin for having a walnut scrub. Ola Henriksen has a walnut scrub too, you guys. And they also released a new product recently, which is a lemonade scrub, which I don't understand. You've got all these dermatologists on the internet now telling everyone to stop with the DIY skincare, stop putting lemon and apple cider vinegar on your face. Then you have a brand, a well-established brand like Ole Henriksen, come out with a lemonade scrub. But they do have some good products and they're not the worst, so we're gonna put them in meh. Lastly, let's finish this on a positive note, and that's with The Ordinary. I love The Ordinary. I have been using them for years now and I'm always going back to them. I can rely on them. They make good products. Can't complain with The Ordinary. Definitely get on my face now. I do have a few videos mentioning some of my top recommendations from the brand if you're interested. And maybe I'll do an updated favorites video sometime in the near future if that's something you guys would be interested in. And that's that. I think we got through quite a few brands there today. I hope I wasn't too shady and this video wasn't too negative. There are a lot of skincare brands out there, guys, and a lot of them aren't that great in my opinion. The more you look into it and the more you learn about skincare, the more you realize how rubbish a lot of these brands are. I hope this video was enjoyable to watch and it wasn't too negative, and I hope you learned something. And let me know what your thoughts are on some of these brands as well. I love talking to you guys about skincare and your thoughts as well, so please do let me know below. Make sure you like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next one.